The Denny J Show.
Zvanga zviri downtown uptown raitidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean hande.
It's time!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Denny J Show. We're back. Good to have you guys. Thank you for joining us on the biggest podcast in the country. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, see all our other content. I think we're sitting on, episode 45 or something like that. So there's lots of content on the channel. If you get time, get to see it. Today is a very special day. We have the kings. Lords, am I lying? The kings of hip-hop.
The real kings.
You know what I mean? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, in the building, Noble Styles and the legendary T. Gonzi. All right, so how are we going to do this, P? Straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
It's the Denny J Show. What up, y'all?
What's up, fam?
Yo, this is Animal Husbandry. I've got two gods in the same building.
Straight.
Alright, so who's this guy? Dini Mfeso, yeah. Who's some Mfeso, yeah? Quite a Noble Styles. I did deep Mfeso, man. So let me explain to you. Alright. Dini Mfeso and my lines of pra zebra. Maya the infecting and my line says Zimbabwe muna 2080. Ndiri gamba in pamak ndrimo veti cause I kill bits. Denny vura meda doke to draw attention. This na pense bebraka fake minsketi. Rap game ndo tonga pass na debate kana argumenti. Dini parliament, cabinet, neseneti. Permanent government, head of state, president. You regret it 100% if you hate it. Was not talent, doctor budget, wallet in pocket, major kit. It's not senti. Type preparation, save a cards very pregnant. Because my game is so tight. Rakwenda my penalty. Ndripam sorrow infected. One verse yangu cause your album. Yeah, no cross rate. But yeah, story song. It death certificate my rappers and one right. The right to remain silent. Noble Styles King. What?
Yeah, man, it's see me pop right now on the Denny J Show. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy T. Gonzi, member representing hip hop, yeah. Friends have let me speak it. Terema speakers. Ndikatanga kurepa wazipata satra kun slippers. Marira satra kun finas. Manera satra kun dippers. Tebetla pa ma track shop tikimedza manigazi. Tasted genyu blazi. Dok pisa ine mabazi. Maraima and nonyora mumepo yo nonyorera pasi. Chinichaga cha unogona kuya kuzoti nuwira basi. Dok pisa kafunga kuti kuna na hell. Selasi. Dok ponda msoro cause ya ya snake in the grassy. Mabebe anoze ori dofa ubate mabebe classy. Manje nini pa mabebi wangu. Ditorne prazi. Handita zvirwere mwana nondi protector plazi mavhesi andonyora ndakuparidzwa Christ Embassy ndafonera ndichitopigwa napastor Chris Nas waita mishoma ndakutoda kupetera nekwaya kukelazi ndokudai muri 25 kunge December Christmas sandokuna mwari nekombera T Guns from kid to king handikutaura zvana big shots baby wangu mu straight kunge outer Compton handigeri kunge Thompson or Delilah wa Samson yeah shandibata pa microphone ndore ama MCs ngakwaya immune deficiency syndrome that's why I'm watching the disakuta kundichaga kunge freedom vakurwadzawo ndikukast kwa maradio nematelevision vakapusa nga vaendo ambonokast kwa mademon ish exiyana nenezibisa rinenge badza ndikaribata ndoita mon kwandiri mabhazi ari tina mukaka nasida kusa lemon and if I die today remember me like John Lennon my ex angsori pandikati I can't live without you life goes on came on my life is a movie I moved on life goes on and you know that's right apka I'm roll on and fuck what I said that old song ya Amon I'm the only rapper kwara miskwa ma feature verses pa ma track hanzari kushuraira career pandikubata bag truth be told ndipa achatarisa hashtag mabhazi angu ane force kunge sinawo ye fake I'm here to stay kwandiri muri vana call me dead kukompita neni suicide cause I'm committed vamwe vari kundinetsera collabo but I'm ndiri work remember these motherfuckers never loved us sasira drake wakutsvaga beef makasara report to my back kutaura chokwadi ndiri sopa ndokudai muri 6 pack ndokugarai ndakaiza kuita kunge shake vamwe vari makura kuti akundibeefa ndokuresa zigzag mabhazi ndokukandirai ndiri huku imuri egg hanzi T Gonzi ane dzungu ibva parenyu riri tik nge t-shirt hapana anondibvisa ndinokumbusani tinenge battery experience yeti musada kunyepera kudzikama nguva dzoni kutora mari ngema-android apps kana makadzikama steps mukungoshingirira bad boys mapera panyaya dzemareps kuside going kwakasunga kuti svike uya ndikutengera shapes I'm the only rapper kuraramiswa nemafeature verses ndopaunobva ona kuti kana wewe uchiti uri pa 10 nini unondiona ndiri pa 11 apa futi wewe unenge uchiti uri kupisa uri gehena isu tiri vekuheaveni ndopaunobva ona kuti nini pandosvika ndinofadza mastatus zvese nemabrethren hip hop inochiziva kuti ndini king handizi doro but me I can boys.
T-Gonzi
Yeah, man.
in the building.
What's up, bro?
Noble Styles.
What it is.
You know, it's
Why you upset, man? Shit.
It's actually a good thing,
That was
bro,
fire.
to be at a hip hop setting like this one
this is
on the
beautiful.
Denny J show.
Thanks,
and
man.
my idol is here.
That's
And
my
it's for
icon
Zim
right
hip-hop.
there.
I'm so happy for this.
Why
man.
you being
We
peaceful
keep
on my
doing
show,
this.
man? You guys are always beefing on social media. Why the fuck you gonna make up now? Shit.
Nah, we actually gonna be getting harder and higher. I'm sure, but just to have a pivot, that's my icon and I'm his idol. Yo, this is animal husbandry, two gods in the same space. It's gonna be
beautiful,
crazy.
man. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So why can't hip hop be like this all the time? And why can't we just be, comrades like this? Like you guys are the two hottest battle rappers in the game. Mm-hmm. And when I say battle rappers, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people when they hear hip hop, they think of Holy Ten, Saint Flo, the new guys. Mm-hmm. But you guys have been there the whole time. And you are the two hottest freestyle battle rappers in the game. And I don't think anybody can contest that, right?
Yeah, man.
So first of all, a brief introduction, T-Gonzi. I know a lot of people know you.
Yeah,
but just briefly, let's just talk about T-Gonzi.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I know about T-Gonzi.
Yeah.
T-Gonzi, Tinashe Gonzara is his real name.
Yeah, that's right.
Born in
that's
1993.
Right. Yeah, true.
Multi-award-winning rapper. Straight out of Mufombi.
yeah,
Yo,
man.
yo.
Yeah, man.
Right? And I know you got this whole ghetto, hip-hop, ghetto thing going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Hip hop,
and-
ghetto. It's
yeah.
the brand for the people, for the masses.
Straight. And Noble Styles,
What it is, Denny.
known as Prince
Butao, they say.
Butao. What the fuck is that, bro? Is that that's not Shona?
Yeah, it can be Shona,
from,
bro.
bro?
It can be Shona. I think Indimi. I think it's name Indimi for greatest.
I take that. Yeah, straight out of Mashingo.
Yeah. Las Vegas is in the building right now. What up,
Yeah,
H-Towners?
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
And
us
I'm
what
rocking
up.
Fio because Zaza told me to do this thing. And, boys, they're toners. You know what I mean? Representing Zaza, the hard body up.
Represent.
Feel. Yeah.
Hey, we have a lot to talk about, man. I don't know where we start, right? T-Gonzi.
Yeah, man.
You and Noble Styles are probably the hottest rappers in the game.
Yeah, man.
But you're not as mainstream as the new school cats. Tell us
I
about
respect
that.
that.
Are you getting the respect that you guys deserve in this industry because you guys have been at the forefront of the game before this new wave of youngsters came through?
Well, like for myself, I'll speak for myself. I feel like I'm getting the respect that I deserve. We started this thing like a long time ago, Hip-hop music used to be music for the studio.
Right.
Hip-hop music used to be music yakuimbira both.
Right.
Nekungoposta tuma video nekudai nekungoti tichazomirira show yaMariachi paPower FM wana anoita ka 30 minutes kanenge achiridza hip hop and it's only playing like that. It's never getting into the streets like really, you understand? So yeah, we happy that we worked for this game. I've respected everyone who came before me. That's when you see me talking about the Mau Maus, the metaphysics, even an Mariachi Vavo and a Junior Brown, and a Begotten Son, and who else, Cynic, Piece of Ebony, and everybody. I respect Van Vesivagaba before us because I know with hip hop used to be music, it's not accepted by the masses in the country. Right. So that's how I believe in myself. Kuti. After Jazoitwa, we had an Amaskiri, we had an Astana, they did a lot for hip hop music. And T-Gonzi Mbembeo represented kutonyato to music. Ikwanisa kunyato sinka into the streets. Nekwanisa kutomira ogana nema Zimdancehall cats, There is a time whereby Zimdancehall yaga dominator. like everywhere. Shekuti music it could tell it only used to be Zimdancehall.
Right.
That's what I came to change, So now I'm happy with the evolution yes I can go famba kuba kudara and it's been happening. And the Shirkitika right now in hip hop it's just the fruits of the evolution of Zim hip hop. That's what I've always tried to protect. Kuti hip hop tavakure, and we need to believe in ourselves in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Coming to Noble Styles. Noble Styles, you have so much respect on the streets in terms of what you do, in terms of battle rap and freestyling and so on. But unlike T-Gonz, you're not as mainstream as he has, because T-Gonz has collaborated with a number of artists. He has a number of hit songs, and a lot of people know him because of those. Are you happy with where you are in hip-hop?
So beautifully happy. Why? Because you said something about fruits. You see, there's the roots of something. I don't look of what you refer to as hip hop is rap. That's not hip hop. It's rap. Rap is the art of putting in words, melodies, and beats. Right. It's rap. Okay. Hip hop is a whole different thing. It's culture. So that's what I represent. I represent a culture. I don't represent rap. So if you look at it, there's nothing that I really haven't won, whether it's best male. In my clique, we have a best female, I've won best lyricist, best album, best duo, and recently I've won best promoter. To me, that's the growth of a culture, where you stop even thinking like,
right.
And we do not have an achievers at that time. Hatina vanu varukonsa promoter what we're doing. So somebody has to step off and say, I'm going to take care of the culture part of it. Right, so it ended up in, me being in spaces where I can do promotion for fellow artists in hip-hop, because no one was there to do that for me. So while T-Gonz is rapping, I'm supposed to be looking for the next show or the next event or a festival that I can go and curate and bring my rappers in. So what you're seeing is the fruits of a Noble Styles being given with Ahmasfa Panzi. You guys have been doing so well by Shoko Festival, which is our biggest urban festival.
Right.
And like so Masova Panzi, can you curate this for us? Then I say, you know what? I want Holy 10 on this. I want Tanto Wavy on this. I want Votes on this. I want Kiki Bad on this. I want Kruger on this. So somebody has to be in that meeting to say that, and that's Noble Styles. So the culture lives here, the rap lives there. That's how hip hop is what it is now. So I'm very happy with what we're doing.
Right. But with your lyrical skills, should you not be having hit songs like all these new guys? There are lots of new little guys who come up and then they get hit songs. I don't know how long they'll last, but as a rapper, I suppose you want hit songs, because then if you have hit songs, then people know you, and then you're filling up audiences and so on. Is that not what the ultimate goal is, T-Gon?
Well, to be honest, I feel like it really depends. It really depends with the person, you understand? Like, for instance, I'll tell you for myself, like, I myself, when I became a musician, when I became a rapper, I wasn't looking at the money part of it.
Right.
It's a passion that I have, you understand? Kuti inini ndinofarira rap, I was listening to a lot of rap battles, a lot of hip-hop, a lot of Shona raps from Maskiri, Tupac, Big L's, Cannibals. I was enjoying the music.
Right.
So now, music inenge ichigadzirwa nemunhu ari kuenjoy making the music. Pasati patanga kufungwa the business side of it and everything else zvakazouya after that. So now zvinenge zvakudependa nekuti artist ari kuti inini ndakuda kuita music for a living here. Right. Or I want to do it as a broad thing, probably being a musician, also promoting like Noble Styles has always been doing. Part of my shows Agawanda that I've done with Noble Styles, him running the whole thing, even the dialogue with Shoko Festival. When I went to Senegal in 2017, it was a huge part of it. Right. So this was hip hop in growth. So now it depends with the artist. When artists are not in the dog music, he could tell one nasika, show. When artist achimba music, I wanna make music because it's part of me. I do this every day. I make music every day, like how I like, without thinking kuti kana kuti vanhu vachazochitora say, you understand? So now, like the question you asked me, kuti is it your case kuti it's everybody's goals? For me as a person representing myself, it has been a goal for making hit songs, and I did that. Yeah. That's when you find my songs like Aitosana, Kure, and tisatashika ikoko even Zhenyu was
Zhenyu,
the biggest
true.
Zhenyu was the biggest song on Star FM in 2015. You understand? Not biggest hip hop song. This is a hip hop song that became the biggest song on Star FM. Yet Star FM was the biggest session, I think, even up to now, in terms of how many people listen to that registration. You understand? So I've made several hits. Zhenyu was the biggest song by the end of the year. I've done ana Nchambo Kufunga. I've done ana Kufamba Murima, Mabazuka Ensoni Mapumako, the collaborations with Ana XQ, the Where I Use, etc., etc., Anangoni Kambarami, you know, everyone. I still believe I'm the most collaborated artist within Zimbabwe's history. When we look at the popular artist, collaborating with both popular artists as well as upcoming ones.
True.
I believe I'm the most collaborated with artists, and I believe I've created hits, and I'll always create hits. You understand what I mean? Because it's my goal. And for Noble Styles, I know him to be that person who loves hip-hop. He does it for hip-hop as a whole. Not just being him on the microphone and spitting the bars, but also other things. It differs. So for me, I've made hits straight from the underground. I've made hits, and I'm also in the process of just doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I have because I was Googling trying to find out more information about you.
Yeah.
You have a list of awards. Best Male Artist Zim Hip Hop Awards 2016.
Yeah.
Best Collaboration for Zhenyu featuring Bola Zim Hip Hop Awards 2015.
Yeah.
Song of the Year Zhenyu Zim Hip Hop Awards 2015.
Yes.
People's Choice Award Zim Hip Hop Awards 2015.
Yeah. Yes.
Nama Best Male Award 2020.
Yes.
Star FM Best Male 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zim Hip Hop Best Male.
Yeah.
So you are clearly the most celebrated artist in terms of hip hop.
In terms of hip hop, if we look at Star FM, like I think the first year they did their awards, I was the biggest. I was the best artist in 2020 for Star FM.
Right.
You understand? Best artist, not best hip hop artist. When it comes to National Arts Merit Awards, I was the outstanding male musician. That was in 2020. Nama. And also as a hip hop artist, I am the only artist who has ever been nominated in that category.
Right.
That's the outstanding male musician.
Let
Just
alone
a
win it.
nomination.
Let alone
So,
win it.
I went into that. I was going head for head with Pinky D and I think Baba Harare, and I
Mambo
scooped the award in
Duterere.
2020.
No,
So up to today, T-Gonz is the only Zim hip hop artist with the NAMA Outstanding Male Musician
All right.
Award. Just a nomination and scooping the award. We get to Star FM. It was the same thing. That was in 2020. We've been doing shows since then. We're still doing it today. So I believe it's just the evolution. Those who are not no confusion. Bruh, there was a time for Tupac. There was a time for 50 Cent. There was a time for Eminem. There was a time for Kanye West. There was a time for Lil Wayne. You understand? And today people are screaming Lil Baby. But as Lil Wayne is the evolution of hip hop.
All right. So with all these accolades that you have under your belt, how do you feel when young artists like Holy 10 step up and say they've got no respect for you? You're not an OG. Because we had Holy 10 on the show.
All right, I like that.
How do you feel when you're not given that respect?
All right, when somebody who does hip hop speaks bad about me, and it's in Zim, I feel happy because it's part of the game. That's hip hop. That's the culture. I feel happy about it. That's hip hop. I don't have a problem with that.
True.
Like I don't have a problem.
But as an OG,
I don't have a problem with that, to be honest, because it's him. With Holy 10 now. When it comes to Holy 10 Munewuti, he started to try to reach out to me kubagudara, before 2019. He has sent me messages. Even when my mom passed away, he was sending me messages. I still remember him coming through wanting to collaborate with me. I was busy at the time. I couldn't do, like when I was working with Mars on the beats, that was in 2020, I think. So everything he does, if it's hip hop, I don't have a problem with it. If he is playing, I'm happy about it. Because we worked for it, you understand? If he's playing, it's Zim Hip Hop playing, I don't have a problem with it. People know who T-Gonz is. T-Gonz is still alive. We're still fighting for the same cause. The only problem that I had with Holy 10 is when he disrespected the game.
Right.
He disrespected the hip-hop game when he said he is the father of hip hop. Ndakaona kuti vanhu vakawanda vanoconfuse. People don't really understand sometimes the diction kana ichitaurwa. When somebody says I am the father of hip hop, it's a different case nemunhu paari kuti I am the king. Of hip hop. Understand? Okay. Every hip hop artist is king. You understand? Right. But hip hop music yabva kudhara ine vanhu vakawanda vakaishandira. You understand? Kune vamwe we have anamaskiri vakagadzira na blue movie kudhara akabanwa pa radio akaita ma highest sales. That was hip hop. We have Anastana, we had an metaphysics, vese, Vaishanda, we had an we had a lot of hip hop guys who were fighting for the same cause. So hip hop was taking long for the masses of Zim to actually understand the sound, to understand the rhymes, to understand everything about it. So that's the evolution. When they said they were just part of the evolution, we talk of MMT, Junior Brown, we talk of Tech 5. So now, if we have a guy, Adamo Hip Hop, doing it the most, I believe the first thing that he needs to do is to push the culture. Hip hop has been like this, and it's like this today, and I'm standing here. Because now, the moment you call yourself the father of Zim Hip Hop, wasaiza maskiri. Yato monopoli kuti wakumisa maskiri, wakumisa Stana, wakumisa like ana MMT, wakumisa ana Junior Brown, wakuita ngeundu watanga kuimba hip hop. But we faced all the battles of hip hop. We fought for it, we won, and today this is where we are. And you step up of watanga kuti I am the father of Zim Hip Hop. And in 2 years' time, okay, can I tell you something? Yeah. In 2 years' time, Holy 10 will understand music better. Because anenge akuziva kuti pane chinhu chinonzi kupisa nguva iyo. Chekuti chero munhu unokwanisa kuva na time yaunoteererwa nevanhu. Probably people are vibing with your voice, people are vibing with your sound or anything. It happens. It's God. Mwari has munhu one. You understand? That's why things keep changing. So I am telling everybody right now, in 2 years' time, Holy 10 won't be who he is.
Oh.
And he will understand. There was a time whereby T Gonz was the most playing artist in the country, and I was like, I'm untouchable, man. You know, it's part of the game. You understand? So, jirinani kuti iwe umuntu ufe. Hip hop irarame. Nekuda kwekuti unozoramba uchirarama. But iwe wakaita monopoly, uchiuraya the game of hip hop, thinking kuti you're everything about hip hop, nekuti it's your time. Unonorasika kozi musi vanhu pavanozotanga kuti inandisikunakira nepatani tazvijaira tachidai. That's when you become an artist. That's who T Gonz has become. The car I drive it because of hip hop. Right. Inini kudzinza kwangu, bro. If I'm to tell you, I'm the only person ane motikari kudzinza kwangu ini. You understand what I mean?
That's dope. In
2 weeks' time, Hip Hop Yego Ghetto Records is gonna be opened. We got the equipment, we have everything. Every week, tikutongoenda kuma shows, bruh. Tikutongotenderera nyika yese, you know, titorine ma die hard waizia.
Right.
I drive a BMW and nakana politician akakati amfana mbo Omarika kana passion driver akakati Jago, I get it. So saka kana iwewe uchifamba netsoka seguru. Uchifamba netsoka kubva kwaunobva uchenda kana kubasa kana uchitenderera mugeto kana turi pa internet usina zvekuita obva wati T Gonz akapera T Gonz akatenga BMW kudzinza kwake kusina ane mota unenge uri kuzvinyebera. You understand what I mean? So this is the culture of hip hop. We're happy with it, and we want people to respect hip hop. Right. Me, I don't have a problem with it. No hip hop artist can face T Gonz when it comes to a battle. You understand? I respect that. Except this one. Right. This is the only person who has defeated me with hip hop at a battle. That was in 2014.
So let's put that into perspective, right? The first time don't know Noble Styles.
The first time I battled Noble Styles. Yeah. That was in 2014. You know, Anna Boss Spence, Avangwane Platinum Styles.
Okay.
And Platinum Entertainment. Vakatendera nyika yese, the whole country. And it vachita ma battles. Ekuti munhu achanowina that battle, we will go to the Zim Hip Hop Awards. And it achino contest for best battle artist. And the award izotorwa ne crowd reaction. Yeah. So I remember myself going to the final day. ndisina kumboenda esaitwa Harare Vashingo, and I just went on stage. There were judges and all. I was like, I'm the best hip hop artist in Zim. If you want to give Noble Styles that, he needs to bet on me.
Right.
And I knew who Noble Styles is. That was in 2014. Hip hop was nothing. And I went on stage, I bet on Noble Styles, and then the judge just said, Maria said, Papa, Makuita 50-50 because Maita 50-50.
Right.
That was the only time I battled with Noble Styles. And he is the person I respect the most in Zim hip hop. You understand what I mean? That was the first time.
Coming from multi-award winning
so I respect him so much.
Artist.
I believe in his songwriting skills. I believe he is the best. Right. So even in 2014, it's him who has always believed in me. I got to see, even I went at 2014 for the awards. Go take it, bro. 2014, I went and scooped the award at the Zim Hip Hop Awards. That was my first award, Best Freestyle Artist Award. Right. I got that award in 2014. I got it in 2015. I got it in 2016, 2017, 2017, my hip hop artists.
Right. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to the credibility of those awards. Yeah. But first of all, I want to know how Noble Styles feels about this, from what Holy Ten said about being the father of hip hop and how hip hop has evolved to today. What are your thoughts on these issues?
Oh, well, I love what he's doing. Real talk. I love what he's doing is giving entertainment. It's
pushing the game.
He's pushing the game. He's pushing a culture. It's beautiful. So if he says I'm a king, everybody's a king. That's good. No, it's a status you reach once you do or achieve certain things. You know what I mean? And we achieve them differently. It's beautiful. So I think what he said about the father of the game, that wasn't the proper diction, you understand? Because then when you say you're the father of, it's like being in this house. I'm the man of the house. There's Denny J show. You know what I mean? I can't be the man of the house.
It's like you're saying you started hip hop.
Do you know about 2015, bro? Yeah. Where hip hop wasn't playing and Zhenyu was the most playing track like in the whole country.
So with that though, it's called a cub mentality. And that's why we appreciate it. A cub mentality happens this way. So when a lion gives birth, and you can take it to Ogatenga Imbwapaden. So the first person is going to bite is the mother trying to test its canines on. And the mother does not have to slap it, because then one day it would need to hunt. Right. If you slap it too soon,
I'm just waiting for the shot.
Pakasvika mbavha imbo yako inenge yakutotyka cause inenge yakutongozana ndokukiyoiza vanhu vanondrova. So sometimes the cub mentality is when the cub is trying to bite moms anenge asinotodaiso but hazvindirwadze saka unongozvisiya ona kuitira kuti the day when he needs to go hunt, he has that thing. Okay. If we were to be like, yo, what's this? What's that? What's that? And people are allowed to make mistakes. It's a cub mentality. It's a mistake, but it's something that we looked over and said, you know what? It's family. It's culture.
Some moms never.
It's the culture. It's hip hop.
Now I'm trying to put it into context.
Into context, it's
hip hop.
We've
got a cub. Holy Ten is the cub. Because Holy Ten is the new cat.
Yeah, new cat into the culture. Yeah. So everybody who came before him and said those items, no moms. So Junior Brown, instead of thinking good, right, kanoti maskiri, kanoti stana, kanoti gons, kanachi, he just like, okay, that's good energy, you know what I mean? It's a mistake, but that mistake or is it? Because unotangira pa cub mentality. Then the mom says, nah, it's okay, I'll let it go. Then the next thing is bang, it's Winky D who is being attacked now. You see? But if they are we're never gonna be having this progress that's happening in a culture. So sometimes these mistakes happen. So you think like figures, like, you know what? With the mistake, we love you, we support you, hand him. Do an energy, push she did it, but doesn't mean he didn't make a mistake. The arrogance is when you think you didn't make a mistake. We make mistakes. We have made it. The arrogance is when you think
to realize
you made a mistake.
Zim hip hop with, because the whole Zim hip hop culture needs to support him and be happy for him.
True.
For the whole culture. Right. The moment he thinks kuti ininda gachisapa side, it will just be a matter of time for him to come to his senses. But okay, this was wrong. You understand? Right. Everything chinekwa chinotangira Zim hip hop inotanga nasi yabva kudara.
So
you understand?
So from the time he took those shots at you, are you guys in speaking terms?
Just to get in, hold up. Wasn't he the same guy who said, who got the guns, Vara, gone, on his first album? Isn't it the same guy who's saying, Ukati holy, Ukati guns, Vara, gone? That's respect. Yeah. That's respect. I need to know how that respect was lost within a year.
Kuvunduka mbiri. Kuvunduka mbiri. Someone wakaita 3 years une mbiri yakusa kuvundutsa you come to your senses, you understand?
So are you guys?
I will show you. Okay, the last time I didn't even talk to him. He was just sending me messages. Like, I saw him here. He was saying, I don't respect T-Guns, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I have his messages in my phone, like him trying to reach out to me since 2019, 2020 and everything, you understand?
Because
last time yandakaona message yakanga kutaura chekuda kundisungisa about kuburitsa va messages akachinditsoma. You understand? So I just ignored the message, and I feel like when he said I don't respect T-Guns, he did not disrespect T-Guns. He disrespected Zim Hip Hop.
And the culture.
He disrespected the person with the biggest award in that genre of Zim Hip Hop.
He disrespected the guy who was coming from a studio and got jagged and lost his consciousness and went into ICU. He disrespected the guy akarepa kuti hip hop isvike panapa kapa ane skawo mudumbu kubviswa skawo chekwa dumbu yescom. He disrespected that.
So coming back to the question, are you on talking terms with him today? I
didn't reply his message.
Because when I spoke to him when you guys were going back and forth, and then I was asking why are you guys having these issues? He said before he blew up, he reached out to you, but you were cold to him or something.
I have never been cold to him.
Like you said, is it the 2019 you mentioned?
Yeah, that was in 2019. I've never been cold on him. You understand? When you are a popular person, you get over 1,000 messages every day. People trying to reach out to you and everything. You understand? So it's just one of those whereby you just realize later, okay. But we've also been on talking terms. Right. Even when he did that track, actually big got kind of top 2, kind of holy, kind of guns. He even called telling me and stuff. Right. I have always respected him back.
Right.
When he said, I am the father of Zim Hip Hop.
It's a cultural thing. It wasn't a personal. It wasn't a T-Guns item.
That he has to apologize to the game. But he doesn't.
Not to T-Guns, but to the game.
He needs to apologize to the hip hop game.
Okay, so
that's who T-Guns.
So we are saying the hip hop game is not happy with what he said. Or T-Guns is not happy.
The hip hop game.
I wouldn't mind that if it was.
The hip hop game is not happy with what he said. The hip hop game is not happy with what he said.
I don't think he's happy with what he said.
I don't think he's happy with what he said.
Okay. All right. Okay, moving away from Holy Ten.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the state of hip hop.
The
state of hip hop today. Are you guys happy with where hip hop, where you took it from and where it is today?
I remember there was a time whereby it was show. You understand? Killer T, Freeman, win the president, or T-Guns. There was that time whereby music was Zimdancehall, hip hop. Nobody wanted to give a fuck with hip hop. Even though hip hop was playing on radio, I used to shika kunyato Sinkama streets so that people could listen. Yeah. So this is what we did. Tichizonaita papa tikatana zhenyu anakure vachizoita come through, vachirira pa radio and stuff. Hip hop yakavhurirwa mukana. So right now, any person anoimba hip hop can be talented. Understand what I'm saying? Right. That is why you see a lot of guys are doing well. And a Saint Flow, Blink 4 is doing so good as well.
Imagine the song of the year, King. The song of the year.
Fire Emoji.
If a Chegu to Kid
Leo
can make a record with Brian Jack and Blink 4, we don't know all these three people. trinyika tosvika kuti munyika muna macheso muna winky munyika muna japraiser munyika muna mambo dutere and
Fire
then
Emoji
tosvika
is the
nyika tobva
biggest
tati
song.
that's the biggest record.
Right.
That's where we are now. It's beautiful.
And this is not
Beautiful.
the first time it's happening.
Happen. Kure
Did that.
Right.
You understand
Facts.
what I'm saying?
So do you guys?
Genu did that.
Yeah.
You understand
So
what
do you
I'm
guys
saying?
believe that Zim hip hop is now bigger than Zim dancehall?
Zim
or
hip hop,
Sapa, or-
like to be honest, Zim hip hop right now is bigger than dancehall. It's bigger than Zim dancehall. But inyaya one irikuzonoitika, you see, paunozoona pachitika naro. Zim dancehall kana vachiita zvinhu. They work as a team. If you are a Zim dancehall artist and I am a Zim dancehall artist, pasina fact yekuti inini handiwirirane newe. Tinosangana kuma same shows. You understand?
Graft roll
Tinoita
roll.
zvinhu zvimwe chete. So Zim dancehall is a community ine vanhu vakabatana. Yet hip hop is a community ine vanhu vari kuita monopoly. Chindini chaicho. You understand?
Okay.
So hip hop ndosaka uchiona kuti hip hop aina kana panhu parambokwanisa kunyatsoita kana an event. Ma-artists akabatana because the moment ma-artists avanobatana with hip hop as an event tinokwanisa kubva tatoratidza kuti tane mafans akawandisa. You understand what I'm saying?
So how then do you come up with the notion that hip hop is bigger than dancehall? Because Zim dancehall is everywhere, and there's
Hip-hop-
so many artists.
Hip hop
who
is
are
bigger.
killing
Hip hop
it.
is bigger than dancehall because last year Fire Emoji was the biggest song in the country.
No, but are you basing it on one track being
No,
popular?
we are
on
not
radio?
basing. We are not basing it on one track.
Yeah.
We are basing it on T-Gons. Kuti akukwanisa kutenga motikari achenda kuma shows
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
hip
No,
hop
no, no.
artist.
There's-
We have Votes, JT.
there's
We have
definite-
Holly Tan. We have
Saint Flow.
We have Saint Flow. You understand?
No stars, T-Guns.
Yeah.
Look, there's no doubt that hip hop has grown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
beautiful.
so there's no doubt
Beautiful.
because before you didn't have youngsters doing their thing from hip hop and buying nice cars and doing all these things that the youngsters are doing now.
Yeah.
But for you to compare it with Zim dancehall, Zim dancehall has so many big artists.
Let me
Yes.
let me
Understand?
explain. Let me
I
explain
get
that.
your point that there's unity in Zim dancehall.
Let
I
me
get
explain
it.
that point.
But when you look at the GDP, yes, or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
there's more money being made in Zim dancehall than in hip hop.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
explain.
Are
Let me
we
take it.
in
Guns,
agreement
Let
with
me
that?
no. Let me take it. Let me take it. So you see, the thing is, there was no lithium 10 years ago, right? We were farming, and farming agriculture and it pamari zvekudaro. Lithium comes. It does not have the legacy of, because understand, Winky D doesn't need a record. Winky D is a god. It's like Alec Macheso doesn't need a record. He's a god. So when you're comparing hip hop and Sungura, then you bring out Alec Macheso. When you're trying to bring out Blink 4, you're not being intellectually okay. So let me tell you. Let me break this thing down. When something is Sejam Rutorota, I'm a legend, but you forget that when Beanie Man came here, Stana was that guy with Winky D on par. Things happened to Stana, and as life is, then we're blessed with the T-Gons. Then T-Gons came and did this thing again. Then we've been blessed again by a new crop. That's what it is. So when you say Zimdancehall Irukurira, we love Zimdancehall. Just like that, because
I love
Zimdancehall.
Yeah.
So, but wonaga kwasara van 5 kuzimdancehall vachiri kwanisa kuita mashows wakapedzera kunzwa iwo new Zimdancehall song ichibenga rin.
Yeah,
It happens.
But you see,
it happens.
But what I'm saying to you is, there are more Zim dancehall artists who are prominent. than
They
there
had
are.
their time.
No, hold on. Even today, today when you talk of hip hop, right? If you're not talking Saint Flo, Blink 4, Leo Magos, Holy 10, they won't fit on my.
This is
because
the
it's the
structure.
formation.
Formations.
It's because it's the formations.
Formations.
These are the formations.
Tigons.
Yeah.
Jazz Signal today will fill up a show, right? Enzo will fill up a show.
Saka
anywhere.
iwo mwana
Holy
onezuro
10.
ukamucheka mangwana udotanze ari kumhanya here.
Look,
arimbokambaira omhanya, but tinototi mwana
I
yakaipa.
admire what you guys started and where it is.
We didn't even start it.
Like I'm looking at you because I'm trying to concentrate.
So Tigons, what I'm saying to you is, I don't think it's in question that Zim dancehall makes more money than hip hop. Hip hop is
Zimdancehall.
hip hop mainstream today is Holy 10. Followed by youngsters, Saint Flow, but those people are not crowd pullers like that.
All right.
I've seen
Yes,
their shows.
they are not crowd.
Can I
They're
say
not.
something? Can I say
Yeah.
something?
Holy 10 is the biggest crowd puller when you're talking hip hop.
But you're
But when
talking
you-
rap, no
when you
problem.
go-
Denny, you're not
when you
even
go-
getting this.
Hold on.
You're
No,
talking
but-
rap.
no,
Let me
but-
tell you hip hop. Let me tell you hip hop.
no,
We
but-
hip hop. You know hip hop. So let me tell you
No,
hip hop.
but there's no
You
hip hop
see
without
when
rap.
outspoken. No. It's an element
Unless
in.
if you're putting it into the culture, but
No, that's hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. So outspoken is a rapper. There's a guy called Outspoken. Comrade Fatso is a rapper, right? They work so hard. They come from Mashoko. They make Shoko Festival. So Holy 10 can perform. So Noble Styles can perform. So T-Guns can perform. So when you calculating hip hop and you keeping us in this space where you're not thinking of an Outspoken, where you're not thinking of Comrade Fatso, then you metaphysics.
all I'm doing,
Hey,
Noble
so are
and
you
T-Guns,
saying,
all I'm doing is I'm just doing the numbers in terms of making
Saka,
money.
enza rita marudarika metaphysics.
This is an industry
Enza rita marudarika metaphysics.
from music.
From music,
I believe so.
Kutichi?
Wow.
I believe so. If
What did you say?
metaphysics is making money, it's not from the music.
It's from
It's
the
not from the
culture
music, it's from the
because
culture.
Hold on.
That's when you're not getting it.
Okay. Let me rephrase. Maybe the whole term hip hop is what's putting us into this situation.
Yeah.
Let's take it to rap. Okay, I'm not talking hip hop anymore.
Okay.
I'm talking rap.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Okay, because
Alright.
hip hop is it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
We don't have the same in terms of Zimdancehall. They don't
Yes.
have a culture like that.
They do.
So let's keep it to the music.
They do.
Yeah, let's keep it to
Let's
the
keep
music.
it to the
Let's go with that
Rap.
line. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's move to
Simpler,
rap.
otherwise you guys are gonna get emotional about it.
Not even.
Rap.
We got some
Yeah.
good whiskey here.
Yeah, rap. Okay, rap. Can we agree that rap and Zimdancehall, there's more money being made in Zimdancehall than rap?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
We agree
Facts.
that.
Okay, so
We agree that there is more money being
Money made in Zimdancehall.
Yeah.
yeah.
than
So
rap.
what do you think can be done for you guys?
Okay, what can
because
be-
the cake right now, the bulk of the cake is sitting in probably in Mukudze's hand, because as far as people are concerned, when they think hip hop, they think like what I was thinking, rap, hip hop. They see it as one thing.
What needs to be done? What needs to be done? The hip hop community needs to just be united.
Beautiful.
That's what I've always been fighting.
But the nature
Monopoly.
of rap
Monopoly.
is battles and beefs.
No,
So
it's not.
How do you unite?
Because
You unite doing
because
those beefs.
beefs. Ukuwana
We had a
beef
sting. We had a circular soldier loves sting.
sting. That was
By that
huge.
time, I was managing Confused. We had a Confused Terminator
Netta
sting.
Sting.
Yeah.
Lady
Bounty
Squander.
Lisa, Lady
and
Squander
Lady-
Sting.
True.
These guys, they were beefing, doing a hip hop thing,
Thing.
doing a dancehall thing, a Zim dancehall
But
thing.
if you
so
two
this
guys-
is what's lacking in the hip hop industry.
You are the two biggest freestyle rappers in the game.
Yeah,
And you've been at it in the underground, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mainstream people don't know that you guys are crazy when it comes to metaphors, wordplay, and freestyle rap.
The mainstream knows that.
Knows that. Do you know
The
how
mainstream
hip hop
knows
got here?
that. On
Let me
T-Guns,
no.
because on
tell me.
T-Guns,
Yeah.
He tells me that every month you have a rap battle or something.
We're
or
doing
something.
for the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
For the thing
It's
is
for the
this.
culture.
It's for the culture. Exactly. It's called for the culture.
It
But
has,
it's for the culture.
to go mainstream for us to make money.
The music,
The problem is you worried about money.
the music is
You're
what
not
needs to
worried
go
about
commercial.
Business,
The
guys.
music. No,
Listen,
it's
listen,
not a business.
Denny J, listen
These
to
are
me.
You are a
kids who putting.
businessman, T-Guns.
Yes,
Yes.
listen to me. Listen
Yes.
to
So
me.
are you.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
We're doing it for the money.
Better rap.
No, we're not
Denny
doing it for
J,
the money.
Denny J.
We will get
better
we get
rap.
money.
Listen,
We get
better
money.
rap. Better rap. Right? Better rap is not the only component of hip hop.
Hip hop.
It's the most exciting. You
According
guys
to-
could sell.
It's not the most exciting.
According to me,
That's according
I think
to you.
The competition aspect of your music is what should propel it to the top, because it's exciting.
It can
That's
be
what
music.
did
When
it.
you go to toe to toe with Noble Styles and you're chucking
Chicha
rhymes,
writing up a COVID.
and somebody gets
What did we do? We had the biggest show in
Biggest show
COVID.
in COVID.
Agreed.
We had the
off a
biggest
barrel.
show.
The battle aspect is good for the game.
Yeah, we
It's
had
so
the best
beautiful.
show.
It's
That's
so
what-
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
beautiful.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
this is
It's
what,
the best
This is
thing.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Noble Styles. I keep alluding to money because Chris Brown would sing for nothing if he could, because he's passionate about music. But now he makes money from it.
Exactly.
So the money part has overshadowed the passion now. He will still be passionate making his music.
That's why you find. That's why you find.
To
That's
be
why,
rewarded for
that's
your
why you
passion.
find that sometimes we have commercial music, and sometimes we're doing battles.
Yes.
Like I myself has always been a battle artist.
But
I've
you
hit
got number
songs
one
to my
songs
name.
too.
My cry for you guys is I'm saying this battle aspect should be put at the forefront. It will help.
I
push
got you.
your
I
culture.
got you on that.
Is that what I'm saying?
No, I got you on that.
Yeah.
I got you on that.
Because you will make nice music, and then your music will always be compared with other music. Maybe somebody prepares Zimdancehall to rap.
For that to happen, hip hop needs to unite first.
Because we need to understand that Messi Pantamba na Ronaldo and there's competition. But ndokutoti kunzi kuni El Clasico if it was Real Madrid and item. So at that time, just like a votes and Holy 10 thing right now can pop. On let's mash this up. Nobody's been curating this key, can curate this one. Guys, so you go this to this, no track for track, we're doing this, whether it's a Denny Joy festival, it's a fiesta, it's a whatever. These things, you're taking that competition because hip-hop is that culture that is rap. And rap is the only genre in the world that has competition as an essence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our thing.
So shall we illustrate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too smooth, yo.
Noble Styles back to back with T-Guns, right?
Yeah.
Let's see who goes hardest on this track. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
It's a soft song.
Okay.
It's not even too
This is how we need to push hip hop or rap. I don't know what you guys are.
I like the
confused
beat.
with it. Let's go.
Are you gonna give us topics or we just gonna go like that?
Okay, let's go.
Vura inzeve, let me speak it. Terema speakers ndamboiyimba manje maja amna mimba gonzi mwembeo right now ndakurova freestyle moba majiona kuti style yangu haizi free. Okay apa ndakufungira ipapo ndakaita mbiri boys kudhara kwatomboitwa marabo operation muramba china ndichiri kunzi tintina munozviziva boys rangu kuti ini nematsaga ndiri kumabina ndikudefenda title, I'm the defending champion. Ndauya kuzopa warning kune vese vasingandiwoni, they can't own me, vakuda kutiona tipa off ngeflat phone. Manje kwatiri ndiyana kambara mito vasiya vachinzwisa ngoni, ndikutemwa dzinobva ropa but danger ndamuzoni. Vamwe vana baba but they are dead and gone. Vese vane nharo ngatipinde muring tibate mamicrophone, kwete kuti marohane dop modobhadoba muri madhoni. Neni amuponi pamaka made kunge sony, vanofarisa pastage tozovaita zvemumovie mapopcorn. I'm a real G, Tony tinomona in the morning, chamba tichiscreena kunge television. Tiripa Denny J show ndopacho atiti fire, cause right now gonzi ngembewa nengakarohwa nemayaya. Handizi sulu pandosiya vanhu vachiti haya ma-emoji mafire obwazi yangu mdara prophet magaya. Aku freestyle from now kusvika mangwana, kana manga makanganwa boys nini ndindakapedza stana. Ndaita mbiri mustreet ndikudiwa kana pagolf pakabhana, obvaona kuti vafana vese avaka vachiri manana vachiri mbana. Vafana ava gonzi mwembeo I'm the best, ndikugara mumachats kunge WhatsApp addict. Mova maziva kuti right now gonzi mwembeo atove legend kupfuura John. Mobva mazviziva ndiri kudiwa kunge pawn.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we might have to take it from the top, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
take it from
you
the
know,
top. Take it from the top.
Because T-Guns was dominating that track, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. Shit. What the?
That's what it
ready?
is.
Are you ready?
That's what it is.
Noble
Born ready,
Styles.
my G.
You ready?
But I want something different. You know what I mean? Like that same beat.
Yeah.
But I want you guys to be giving me words or something that I need to add.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's
you
give
know
you
what I
topics,
mean?
right? Like
Topics.
people
then
need to understand
item.
that your skill set is very different from these youngsters who do hooks and.
I got you.
You understand? You guys,
I'm
the wordplay, the
my
metaphors.
words
the
and
whatever. All right, let's go. Let's go. I think we'll start off with water.
All right.
All right. Can I give you water? I got water right here.
All right.
Let's go.
What's a akapusa cause it flows and you know that Noble Styles and it on get now river. So yo, I just be feeling kungenru flow on get water. Ndozva ndiri kutaura wangu ndakabuda mugota. Maybe black pill ndakamurora, maybe andina, but I'm skuziva iko zvine ngori mina. So we just hands red cup. Ndozva ndakutaura iko zvino when the red stop yakuita unge robot.
Oh yo!
You never think I forgot. Nekuti andiri kuita igenga rangu is twice by God. Ndiri kutsvaga rimwe wet. Ndorishandisa ndorasa kunge masanitary pads hands phone. gone noona T-guns we gone cause you know vari kufunga kuti we stoned but atizi vana Stephanie Mbabe was stoned so I'm backing this thing up iko zvino vari kuona kuti oh yo the king is up vira kutaga hanzi G kunge G hanzi Jin yekunwa kana Jin rekupfeka every time we just freestyle so Jin kana Jin iko zvine win kana win cause guns neni that's fire iko zvino teta kubaya apana notiudza kunge takabata shaya techiremerwa nezvinhu but tichitoona kuti maya we can give up handicap or cap yandakapfeka kumusoro vari kuzviona kuti apedze mwe tem wangu ikotoro that's tem kotoro same thing shona nevet techingoratidza kuti tiri kutsuka wangu pasina movet right, what you wanna know what you wanna hear hanzi chiye panapa ndikuda kunzwa hanzi stand yeku mic stand kana stand yansandatenga iko zvino cause when I go up varichazoona kuti nobo haizi re-up haipaying this myself up panze gang we still up 10 years in the game chipusha ma wax hapana ntombotudza gang ngavatoita kana wet so you drain out hands boys that on us neuti iko zvino tenge tichingo flow wamonas ona kuti isusu toita makotas kwakwanzi boys tona so I'm just trying to get you to the flow so iko zvino takuspakwa nebetiri vachingoona kuti zihitiri nekuti isusu wangu istiri vatinoneta wangu pastitiri street nechihu nechiha nechiku nechithat nechithat
now you guys are fucked up because people don't know that hip hop is this exciting. You understand?
Beautiful, bro.
You guys do it underground and you're doing your thing, but nobody knows about this thing because you tell me every month there's a
for the couch and we do battles and the keys that are there this year. And I'm gonna tell you something so that you know that the guy made a prophecy. There's something called Uchia Clan. And by the end of this year, you'll be like, wakati Uchia Clan, then you'll be like, the kids are bigger. Last year, the kids are bigger. This year, so I'm saying something that's not even on YouTube, that's not even anywhere. Uchia Clan are going to run this thing and are going to be the Bling 4, the item and Bling 4, because it's a culture, so we're going to do this. So remember Uchia Clan. Those kids are from Mavuku. There are 3 of them in the madness. Bad.
Right. Okay, so T-Guns.
Yeah.
Who are some of the rappers that you respect in this game today? Like your top 3. Can you give me your top 3 of the people that you respect in the game today locally?
Locally, like the hip hop guys.
Yeah.
I'll start with Noble Styles.
Okay.
I respect Noble Styles.
Right.
I respect
Stunner, right?
Yeah.
When you say respect, these are artists that you look up to. These are artists that you like their music.
I don't look up to any artist locally.
All right. So whose music do you listen to basically? Give me the top 3 of music that you listen to. You're an artist, right?
Okay, locally.
Yeah.
Just
who do you listen
hip hop music.
All right, just top 5. Top 5 Zimbabwean artists. Hip hop, R&B, whatever.
Well,
top 5.
Okay. I like Alexi Okawara.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, I like Alexi Okawara and I like Ja Praiser.
Ja Praiser is straight.
Yeah. I like Ja Praiser and I like who else? I like Bazooka.
Bazooka is nice. Hopefully you're going to put some hip-hop cats in there too. All right, Bazooka is nice. I like Bazooka. He's a good performer as well.
These days I'm vibing to Saint Flo and Volts JT.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Saint Flo and Volts JT. I'm vibing with their music.
That's dope. And Noble Styles? Top 5?
T-Guns is here, so I can mention his name.
Well, you can. You can.
So for
Let's
real.
Your top 5 is Zimbabwean artists.
Yeah. All right.
Any genre, it doesn't matter.
Chiwoniso Marere, rest in peace, Queen.
Okay, nice.
You know what I mean? So beautiful. Yeah. The music. I'll go with Andy Brown too. Rest in peace. Right. T-Guns is here. I wanted to leave him out because he's here.
No, he's here. You like him. He's in your top 5. That's good. Okay.
I'll go with Saint Flo.
Saint Flo.
Yes. I appreciate what he's doing. I love his energy. He's a true artist. And I'll put Black Pearl right there because she's got an EP coming out next week and she's beautiful.
Okay, yeah. I see you do a lot of collaborations.
Yeah, and I need to sleep well at night. So yeah.
That's nice. And then who are some of the artists you've gone toe to toe to toe to toe with in terms of battle rap? Who are some of the people you murdered?
Alcanemo.
Alcanemo, yeah.
Ishiax.
Falsers.
Then the other person, I respect him so much.
Right. Who's that?
Munetsi.
Munetsi, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Munetsi, that's his stage name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's his
Munetsi.
name.
Yeah, he's a god.
He's a rap
He's
god.
a god.
Munetsi is a rap god. He also needs to be respected.
Respected, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of him.
Yeah.
Munetsi
Munetsi is a real god.
Munetsi would murder anything and anyone.
Yeah.
And he's too nice that you can take him to URL, the Ultimate Rap League in the States right now, and it's going to do murder things. But
He's so real.
he's so nice, babe. He's so nice.
And then you, Noble Styles? Who are some of the people you've been on stage you've murdered in terms of battle rap?
All of them. That's the answer.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, he's cool.
Is that true, Tigans? All of them.
Yeah, that's
He's killed all
true.
of them.
Ain't nobody beat me
That's
on
true.
stage, ever.
Yeah.
Done.
So you're the king of battle rap.
Yeah.
Not just the king of, because we kings. There's a king status, there's a god status. So there's a king status and a grace of all time type of status. So when we're talking about this stuff, that's why we're comfortable with king. But when I say he's a god, Stan is a god, Maskiri is a god, that status is different.
But you can't have many goats. You guys are taking away this,
you have
the
LeBron
status.
James, you have LeBron James, you have the Black Mamba, you have Kobe Bryant, you have Michael Jordan, you have
one. You have to
who?
choose.
Who
you have
is?
to choose. For me, it's Michael Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan. Someone can say it's LeBron James.
That's it. Who's yours? It's a question.
Uh,
You have to give me
Messi or Ronaldo.
one. Messi for me.
I say Ronaldo.
I say Ronaldo.
That's okay. That's
You
okay
see?
too. So when I give you this question, I want you to tell me your goat. One. My goat doesn't have to be the same as yours.
Says,
Who's your-
I'll go with metaphysics.
Okay, metaphysics.
Metaphysics is so real. I love his sound.
And
I
is
love
that-
his
who's-
bars.
who's your
He's
goat?
dope. He's dope. My God. I'll put Maskiri.
Maskiri. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's a serious god, that one.
Yeah.
Maskiri is a god?
He's a god.
He's a god.
He's
Why do
a
you say
god.
that? Why do you say that?
Maskiri is a god.
A lot of people are going to question that. So I might as
No,
well just ask-
no, not too many
I
people
might as well
can
ask
question
you.
Maskiri is a god.
Why do you say is
I say Maskiri is a god because he's a person who at one time he had the biggest, best-selling album in the country. When his album was
banned from airwaves.
a hip-hop album.
So does that make
instead.
him go to that album? Does
It's
it
not
give
one
him
album.
gold
Like
It's
status?
five of them.
Maskiri comes a long way and he has done a lot for the game.
Game. Maskiri is a god.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
If probably
that's
Maskiri
a
was not
big
here,
deal.
probably we might not have been seated on this table.
Yeah.
If he hadn't
that's
done that.
Coming from you, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
No,
Maskiri is a
he's a
big
huge
person.
guy.
Oh,
He's
shout
a
out to
huge guy.
Maskiri.
Maskiri is a god. Maskiri is a
So
god.
you see, another thing I wanted to say, not to get back to our brother, holy tense issue, but when you say Pera Kuita say Funza Maskiri, don't touch that, bro.
Don't touch
that's-
Maskiri.
Don't touch
So you
that,
guys
bro.
were touched by that?
No,
Don't
no,
touch
the
Maskiri.
game, the culture. Don't do that. Don't do that for this guy.
Okay, all right, guys.
Yo,
Don't
Guys,
touch
all right,
Maskiri.
Okay, all right, I just want to know.
Don't.
I just want to ask. So if you are a goat at some point,
no, a god is forever.
No, a god is forever.
hold
a
on.
king is for some
All right,
point.
okay, so if you're a king for a while,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
and then
didn't
you
disrespect a
fluctuate,
god.
and then you fluctuate,
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
you're still a goat.
No, you're still a king. You can be a king for a minute. But if you're a god, once you reach god status, it's like a president.
So are you telling me that he has maintained his level of success from when he started to the end?
His music has maintained.
Even his last projects?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I can't argue
Yes.
that because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know much.
Maskiri is a god.
Cherostano,
Maskiri is a god. Stana is a semi-hip-hop god.
He opened the doors. He was the first big
Stana,
brother, first to
Maskiri,
tour
Junior
all
Brown,
countries.
they are hip-hop gods.
Don't do that to them.
But guys, they might be kings.
Yeah,
They are
Nas,
gods.
this is Nas,
You cannot have many goats. This is where
a goat.
you're getting it
You
wrong.
can only have
Rakim
many
is a
gods.
god.
There's only one greatest of all time.
Tupac is the greatest of all time.
Mike Tyson.
Biggie is the greatest of all
You see,
time.
when you talk boxing,
I says-
you can't say
It's
Mike
not boxing,
Tyson,
it's hip-hop.
Muhammad Ali, and what. I'm giving you an example.
Yeah.
You can only choose either Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali.
So
You have to go one.
Tupac or Biggie.
This is why Noble Styles
For me-
chose. This is why Noble
for me,
Styles
it's
chose
Biggie.
metaphysics.
Exactly.
And I chose
Maskiri.
Maskiri.
Exactly.
And he respects my choice and I respect
But
his
you
because they're
keep
gods.
saying goats and many of them.
Because it's a thing. You look at it as an award.
Kings.
No, kings is
Call them
anything.
kings.
No, you can have too many kings. You know what I mean? But when it comes to God is a status. It's a status you reach. Like how many presidents, even if someone is president, I don't want the president.
All right,
It's a status.
This one will last forever.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the beefs.
Yeah.
You were beefing with Jeezy. Jeezy is
Yep.
my guy. Jeezy,
Yeah,
what's the story
family
that?
that.
Where's that beef? Who you beefing with now? Is it a thing that you guys must beef with somebody? For the music to,
No,
to
it's
go?
We just gotta be real.
Oh, gotta be real. It's a battle. We don't address things like podcasts are cool, right? But we address things on tape. But at that moment, Papa Kavarua van Panzi, Dance had masses outside. Sungura had masses outside. That was the master factor that hip hop did. And they figured out that we have got a Generation Z, young crowd, Ndovanushansa data. So what are we going to do? And that this that Jeezy gave to me came a day after I battled T Gons and Papana Poptena Enzo on the same battle, same stage, and we had more numbers. That's how we knew that Generation Z is taking over. Cause hakuna kucheza city sports. Saka time ino time chi yedu. So guys, let's show them the real hip hop. And what did we do? We started battling. So Jeezy's coming in hard. You know what I mean? He's waiting for the seat and he knew I had that record. I knew I had the first record. So that thing was supposed to come out as then Calvin versus SF. Kiki was loaded. She was going to go for a fresh, and the fresh she was going to do this. And it was a whole structure of just showcasing how nice we are. And that held the country down because that was the time show. And this is why we're here now. So that's what I call classic rap battles. They change the trajectory of a culture.
So your beef is ongoing with Jeezy?
No, that's my brother, yo.
Okay.
Actually, I need to drink with them today, yo. We got a show later on, and yeah.
So the most notable beef that's on the table right now is
He's not beefing
Tigons
nobody.
and the youngster who's not respecting
Whatever
the
they
OG.
call it, whatever they call it,
Yeah.
whatever they call it, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't believe there's animosity because Holy Ten is a kid, right? He's a kid who's blown up. And I think
Beautiful.
And I think he does
Love
this. I think he does this deliberately to stay
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does it.
is it- that's what I'm saying.
I'm fan away.
Entertainment.
I'm fan away.
because that's what hip hop is about. Right?
Entertainment.
Oh, only tell him fan away. I'm fan away. Fan away. That fan.
Okay, all right. You've got there are two people you came with.
Oh yeah. So today I brought hip hop, Saint Sky, and Nolun TJ from Bulawayo.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, the battle goes on. We do this for Zim Hip Hop.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So shall we put a beat for Nolun to Jay
Let's do that.
and hear out?
Let's do
All
that.
right, all right. Queen you up.
So yeah, give her the headphones so she can feel the
Yeah.
beat. Let's hear what she got. Straight out of the City of Kings. All right, Nolun to Jay. You ready?
What's
I'm ready. Hello.
You ready? How you doing? How's the City of Kings?
It is royalty.
Nice. So you're the one who's holding it down for the big city
Yes,
of Kings.
I is. Yes.
All right, okay. So I'm gonna give you a beat, and then you're gonna let these people know what's up.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes. I
Let's go.
is. Era.
Okay. The Denny Show on YouTube, Boys That Turn Us TV. We live, and we're talking hip hop. Nolun TJ in the building. We're gonna keep it rocking. Oh, okay, all right, okay. This one is too soft. Is this one too soft for?
It is too soft.
All right, okay, all right. Let's try that again.
All right.
All right, how's this?
A short time coming, and I'm gonna.
Okay, all right, take your time. When you're ready.
Yeah, it's been a short time coming, and I'm already shining. I see your face frowning, baby. I am only starting. Brand new season, new school winning. My face leading, I'm the illest in the city. My rents, my friends, my hands are blessed. My brand is grand. I baked my cake, the fake, the snakes. I break the hate at the end of the day. I ace the game. My sports ndinopedza vunza Kelsey na beefy. Cause guys vanozia paridim ndiri chili. The That's why they get uneasy when I talk about releasing.
What?
Bakundi sweated it, it's getting hard for them to dish me.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Who else we got? Who else we got in the building?
I palm one on.
You ready? Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No pinda. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm saying. No food for less niggas without a penny no gain. Ndauraya offer 40 marepas ike zvinokongosara 10. Ndanyora song nepeter handakushandisa pain. Whose 10 is it? Holy here kana diamond. My platinum sales here amuri kutaura. Please don't confuse me, I'm still new to the game. Ndungo udzwa zvana passion zepsikira mambo ndini nana bond. Yaisova yepi here pasina junior brown wacho ndeupi ndakamuona ndomuziyawo here mutown yacho ndeipi gonda chitaking mumusoro yakusafita crown haindafunga kubvisa ara ndise ew aite clown chinzwa imanoun handirepe zvekurwara samaskiri ndine maskills ndange ndarwara handise mota muara kutsvaga mapews mapera hamusisipo itai lax nemachews papana ndinde big base mutsati hey skills ndakasiya zvekuchinja mari ndakugara zvangu ndina t-gons ndisi kusupply mari dzamukuchinja mumaroads I'm the reason why musikana wako akatenga ma-earphones chaide kupinda chete medzitsoro yacho tozovabuditsisa musodzi I'm that nigga every girl want to marry ndini rose pandiri swaga riti ndikushayiwe kuripa ingozi paHHG ndikuramba ndiri postcodes pasana bhora kutachana bhora ivo vachipasana mogo boys ndoponda marepa matsaga ese ndinomarovesa criscos avazive jesu avazive muchinjikwa saka navo tiri cross kupusa kwaangu igwara navo hapana kwatinoenda rudi close ndagara ndingori star kana pafm kunza mox I'm ready to go nzara yapedzwa neti tisu tine zano saka chichamisa chi sensky ndiye wachachatora mavotes zita richipisa explain what's votes iwe
Ladies and gentlemen, hip hop is alive. That was dope. That was dope, man. Fine. Did we get the name right? You did.
Yeah, and Same Sky.
Same Sky. You're signed on to T Guns' label.
Yes.
That's great. That was Nolum to J. Thank you guys. Shit. Oh,
Yo, shut up.
that's fire. Yeah. So we've spoken about hip hop a long time. T Guns and Noble Styles, I think come through. Let's just finish this off, right? And then we wrap it up.
Let's heat it up.
I need to talk about the Mbinga culture, Noble Styles. A lot of people are putting money into artists' pockets and probably helping to push their music. What do you guys think about that culture?
You see, if someone invests in something that hasn't got a structure, money follows structure, and all Mbingas know that. They can give you certain money knowing that it's not going to last because you don't have a structure. You know what I mean? They know because they invest in a business world, and when they do, they look for structures. You know what I mean? Right. But in music, they're not doing that. So it's a ponytail, it's a stripper type of club, and that's disrespectful to the art.
But why would you have a problem with me saying I love your music and giving you money? I'm putting money where my mouth is.
Yeah, I love your music. What are you trying to do? That's the conversation. Have a conversation before the money. What are you trying to do? Yo, I'm trying to set up a studio so that we can help other guys like me in a community, because we community leaders. We're just not rappers or MCs. We're community leaders. So Udeta say, Shan, Udeta, hip hop get a studio. Oh, that's dope. How much is your budget looking like? How much do you have? Let me come through. Because do you know what? Ukanpa 1,000 kinga ndakatonanga mashwede ndakanoifarara handiti asukati apa urudeta studio, you are 2.5 short, let me make the studio. Do you know how many rappers we're gonna make out of that? So the Mbinga culture is not to support you, is to be with you when you're hot. So I don't like to use the word feminine, but it's feminine zing the game, like king. You don't be like, you know, I like Jay-Z's music, so $300. You know what I mean? But if Jay-Z says, I'm trying to get into alcohol, oh yeah, I can plug you. I got a guy who makes these items. Plug us into the real things. Right. Not just the money. The money is good. The money is needed. The investment are needed, but it needs to be investment, not donations. Not donations, investments. We are at Arwisa Studio. If someone says, yo, then I'm going to buy you 5 cameras so that you can shoot item. That's not Mbinga mentality. That's investment. But munagati gonzo o 500 chi umbo yako zagu lezo adangokuona.
But that's still supporting the movement because I don't have the 5,000 for your studio, but I've got 500.
So I was Mbinga. You're an appreciative item.
Kana snombo to Rimbinga sakatuta about Mbinga.
Dollar King, Runoshanda, dollar thank you King. 50 bond thank you King.
That's what I meet T-Gons on the street and I say, "Oh, I like your music. Here's $200."
Even $20, even 10, Ibo.
That's your love, right?
Ibo. But don't come here and be kumberi kwe dirirango kozo ganpa 500. Ndochi Mbinga. Mbinga is executive producing.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's executive producing. Don't come into art. You can't own this thing. This thing is God given and God protects it.
I feel you, man. I feel you. T-Gons, anything else that you want to say to the masses?
Yeah, man, to the masses, I just want to say T-Gons Mwimbeo is setting up a studio,
right?
For the people, for the talented guys. So, yeah, if you're talented.
So how do they get in touch? How do they get in touch to get the hookup?
If you're talented, check me out on my Instagram, Facebook, it's T-Gons. You can message me or something. Find me on Duana and make sure you're talented because this is for the game. This is for the game. I'm doing this for Zim hip hop.
But you know that everybody thinks they're talented.
Yeah, but then
you're gonna end up screening them up. Yeah. a lot of people think they're talented.
Yeah, we're gonna do an audition. We're gonna do auditions because this year it's gonna be more work.
So when is the studio opening? Is it open already?
Not yet. In 2 weeks.
I'm
gonna do the official opening in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Everything is gonna be
sorted. So they must just look out for your socials, right?
Look out for my socials. Yeah. Look out for your talent.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna put the handles there, Bako, right?
Yeah.
Just
put up the handles. We're gonna do this for the game, for Zim hip hop. Like I've always been doing. We're gonna be doing that same thing ever and ever again.
Right. And it would be prudent. I think there's something else that I need us to talk about. Noble Styles, what else would you like to tell the masses?
This is gonna be a bigger year for hip hop than was last year. Why? Because now not just the feeling because there's so much burning in the underground, for the culture brought a lot of other things. On a personal scale, next week I'm dropping Masifapanza X with Black Pearl. That's Masifapanza 10. That's 10 albums in 10 years. You understand? Well, the awards are more than 10, but let's keep that thing on an X. But I'm ready to rap right now. You know what I mean? If we're wrapping up, we need to rap.
Yeah. But I think it wouldn't be right if we finish the show without talking about the miracle that happened. With regards to what happened to you in 2019. Can you just briefly tell us about that?
Like on the 17th of March, was it 17th of March? That was in 2019.
Yeah.
That's when I was attacked.
Right, yeah.
It was a setup. Yeah, it was a setup. I was coming from Oskid's studio.
Right.
Yeah. And then it was a setup, but then I wasn't driving. So, these guys, they just followed me through. Actually, the other guy was supposed to shoot me. I was with my manager. They threw my manager out of the car, we needed transport. So, yeah, they attacked him. They threw him out of the car. And the driver now just told one of the guys, go to meet me, Sapfuti. And the guy who was holding the gun wanted to shoot me, Abango Batwa, my feet, And the other guy in the Bangon and Disabangam Soro. That was in 2019. So I lived for like 3 months with my skull in my home.
I had that.
Yeah, that was the operation. I went through cranioplasty. But now I'm okay. I'm back.
So tell us about that process. Like, so they had to put your skull in your stomach.
They had to remove my skull and put it in my womb.
What was the reason?
The reason, because after like Ndabai Wanebangam Soro, right? Yeah. The blood clotted in my head.
Shit.
The blood clotted in my head. So the only way I could live was for them to clean the blood.
Right.
So they had to remove the skull. So now, when they removed the skull, so they had to keep the skull at a temperature. So it happened for like 3.5 months, and then I went back. Then they put it back. I think I'm okay now.
That's amazing.
I thank God for that. Yeah,
that's amazing. We have that sort of technology here. Our doctors. Wow.
Yeah, so I thank God for that.
So you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know the people who were involved there. That's amazing, man.
I wouldn't know the people who were involved.
It would be nice if you knew the surgeons and the people who were involved, because this is remarkable.
Yeah, I just thank God for the life,
Yeah.
And to add into that, Denny, now, hip hop and RM kids are stay, but this is real life, the people that Gonz was on to at that time making music, I would see Gonz in that hospital. I didn't see those guys. And that thing hurts me personally. I didn't see those guys.
See what the homies?
The guys he was with, the guys making
clique.
the music. Not the clique. His clique is tight. But the guys were like Gonz. We say Vespana, but the guys were item. Because understand, when this happened, Gonz made 16 number one songs that year, collaborating with 11 artists.
It's amazing.
Anis Kaum Soro. And again, after that phase came and went, I haven't seen those guys with Gonz again. Like, they were there just before he got mugged and he went to heaven or Hades and came back, and they were the first guys to call him for features.
That is fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
That's really fucked up.
So what's the moral of the story, you know? And
This
I see you're
game is
emotional
too-
about it, man. Like,
No, this game is too fake. This game is too
personally,
fake.
Personally, I just want to thank God, I just want to thank God for this life. I believe he takes care of me. Everything that I've done, everything that I do it for the industry. I do it for the game. I do it for the people. We thank God for the life. And everything else, we leave it up to God, innit? Yeah.
Shit, that's beautiful.
Word up.
That's beautiful, man. Special shout out, man, to the people who did all that great work at the hospital.
Yeah, we are.
Without them, you wouldn't be here today, right? Like,
Yeah, I really
that
thank
is
them.
that
I
is a
also
miracle,
thank
man.
God.
True, man.
Yeah, I thank God I'm still alive. I'm going to do this for Zim Hip Hop.
I like that. Shit.
Yeah, man.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we gotta end it off on a heavier note, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I think T Gonz would need to do that thing we did before. You know what I mean?
the freestyle.
Yeah, but
All
give
right.
me a bit, your second beat. I just want to say something in relation to what just happened right now.
The second beat?
So so I wrap it up. Yeah.
this one
Because we can die anytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
So until it finishes, let me run. Then T Gonz get on that thing and kill this whole thing. Guys. Ndikanzindafanasa panakana chirukazi kudumwa nebhazi vemancherera pasi nwedororo vaigaspa guva mwanze masasi wese wochabvunza chakudza aive blazi musachemei mifarai kanzindafanasi imbai mitambai ndanzindafanasi musachemei farai kanzindafanasi imbai tambai ndanzindafanasi yaz ndozvakawanda chati ndaive mayazi just nondakafa ndichirwiswa sesaz vachati aive musaladra mwachati aive muras mabolas maplayers taikwanapa niese sichazi sha mashows ndaroka mabao ese ndapinda pani mabhebha ndakamanga panangasiri mashinda soifa day to day muchindi isa murinda body viewing vanopfuura chiti aive muchinda vangandibhase pamaji areas sorry kumarepers andakaurera makeriazi mafesa nonbika hangodizviradza maareas ndolava before mabheri amunpfudzewo nemukerazi ndikafa nhasi munhu wese achansuwa wakandivenga wakandimaka njeshesa basa vemakuhwa ashes to ashes dasichenda kuhuruwa uchaona mavet pafunas uchagaya pafamobuwa
Rega ndiyimbe munondiona samundiringe ndini ndokufambirai imima mundifunge mfunge munondiziva asi amundifunge aiwa makumbo maziso zvese nepfungwa ndezvenyu asi ndangoti muzive nhasi so ndichiri mupenyu kana ndafa musandicheme kana kundirangarira henyu muziva ndichisina basa morega kusasasasa heaigona chikoro mufunge anga akapasa kana ndayenda musazoti yeanga ane tarenda bhuva rangu kana ndazofa musarise paruware mundiendese padhuze pambudzi kana pambare zvimwe zvese musandinetse boys rangu musaware ndobva ndati boys dai ndakadyitwa zvangu bhiza kana chipukanana itywa kana hwiza dai ndiri mbeva ndichiswera hangu mumwena ndakaiza kana rwaivi zvaro ndaizoita life ine mufaro dai ndiri shiri jesa kana hanga iwa ndanyatsobhururuka nepamusoro penyu maibayiwa kuzoti ndiri juru ndaizotsvakwa zvikuru ndaibatana nevamwe vangu tichinyatsovaka churu beta kuita mukahurumo ukana nzou munha umbofoka mugona kungere zhou kufema mvura kunenge kunonakidza dai ndiri fish munhu mutengesi anongoita zvinhu zviri afish ndopanoboona mabhazi angu azi 5 kana 6 ndina jo Denny J ndipe hako kana malyrics ndipe hako kana matopics cause right now ndatomulevel yekwalevels cabo bro haukaenda mandatauriwa zvikanzi hanzi right now imboimba nezvebhoto inini ndine skiri handisi kutaura zvekuti throttle ari mababy boys rangu munozviziva tikupiwa poto obva wachiziva ndiri kurira kana pai kana mumukoto ndipe imwe topic ndivaratidze tarenda US dollar rakakora harizi zvinhu zvekuti chika naiwe unenge uchida kuchiti he unenge une kana mangoromera kana kuti chika kana kuti wanyora cause US dollar rinotenga US dollar rinoita kuti udye nenyama kwete madora US dollar rinoita kuti iwe ugare uchinzorifola US dollar rinoita kuti vanhu vese vatange kungokukola kola wataka kuti he uyo ane skill plus kuti ari kugola US dollar US dollar boys rangu ora we out. That's hip-hop. Sing hip-hop for you. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official.
man.
Hip-hop is still alive.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shout out Denny J Show, shout out Boys Detonat, shout out. Yo, we did this.
Yeah, shout out everyone who's listening.
No
Yeah,
more
man.
styles in the building. T
We love
Gandhi,
you.
kings of
2023.
hip-hop, still rocking it.
2023, Zim Hip Hop is gonna be freed.
That's it.
So this is not 2023. This is 2023.
Yeah,
We
let's
love
do
you.
that.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you
much
guys. Thank you guys for coming through, gracing us with your presence.
Yeah.
Hip-hop is still
Blessings,
alive.
King.
Much love.
Much love.
Guys, thank you for tuning into the show. Hopefully, we're going to see you again next week. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's support our hip-hop artists. Till next week.
The Denny J Show. Zvanga zviri down to up tauraidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean